Hi, welcome to my channel and thank you for watching. I'm Ali, and if you haven't watched my videos before, I'm a professional makeup artist. Currently still stuck in lockdown in the UK, which is fine, but I really miss work and I really miss playing with makeup, so that's what we're going to do today. Decided to do just the easiest makeup in the whole world. It's boiling hot right now. Also, most of us aren't able to go anywhere. If you are going to work, maybe this would be nice for just like a really kind of fresh-faced summer makeup for work, or just for chilling at home. Going to the supermarket is the new going out, so you might want to get a little bit more kind of fancy for that. But yeah, this is something that's totally compatible with the hot weather if you want to put a little bit of makeup on right now. I've actually used really minimal products on the eyes, which I normally hate on me. I like a really heavy eye makeup on myself, even if I keep the skin a bit fresher and do a nude lip. I like much heavier eyes, but I actually have been loving wearing my makeup like this, so I hope you do too. It's like very unlike me to find a way to wear my eyes very natural and actually like it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and let's get stuck into some makeup. Right, so my hair is just out of the way. I hate how my hair looks like this, but it's so hot today, I just needed it just off my face completely. I thought I would use a palette that probably a lot of you will already have. I know it's expensive, but if you're into your makeup, you probably have at least like tested this out at some point, or tried it before. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow. I'm sure you've all seen this. It's got the bronzer just there and a highlighter there. It comes in a deep dark shade as well, which I have in my kit. It's so pretty. And it's just a really good like staple product to have in your makeup bag. All my clients will know how much I love this, and I thought I'd use it since a lot of you probably have this already. But if you don't, just any bronzer, any highlighter will do. That's all I'm going to use on my eyes today. So I'm using a really old brush. It's an old MAC one, the 226, purely because I need to wash my brushes. But just take like a kind of medium-sized fluffy blending brush. This one is about 100 years old. I worked for MAC a really long time ago, so I don't even know if they still make this one anymore, but just take any medium-sized blending brush and I'm just mapping out the crease of my eye, just using a bit of the bronzer, and I'm going to take it quite far out towards my temple because it's going to be very blended out, so it's not going to look crazy. Just going back and forth through the crease of my eye. I'm keeping it quite high as well because for my eye shape that really works. But again, it'll be really softly blended kind of up here, so don't worry about having like a big line or anything. It's making my eyes look really big. I feel like if you use the space around your eyes when you're doing your eye makeup, it's a really nice way to make your eyes look bigger, because you're not just using the space like right on your eyelid. I see a lot of people doing that and I'm like, no, if you make the shapes that you're creating with eyeshadows and liners and things just that bit bigger, it just really brings out your eyes, and it does make sense when you're doing it. It might seem like you're applying your shadow kind of in these huge crazy shapes, but in reality, if everything's really nicely blended out, it does just really make your eyes pop. Put some underneath as well. So I'm now going to take a clean, larger blending brush. You can see this one's super fluffy. This is an Urban Decay brush. It's the E201, and I'm going to just go back and forth and just blend out all the edges of the bronzer. Sorry if you can hear kids in the background. I've got all the windows open, it's so hot. The funniest thing just happened as well. I was trying to set everything up and I jumped out of my skin. I saw something right in front of the window. Bear in mind, I live quite high up as well, and it was the window cleaner. I saw him last week. He cleans the windows for, like, everyone around here uses him. And I ran into him last week and said, oh, can you come and do mine? Like, I don't mind when it is, gave him the money for it. Yes, I didn't know he was coming today. I had the fright of my life. So then if you want to add a bit more definition, just go back in with some bronzer and just deepen up just the outer corners if you want to. Just anywhere you want a bit more definition, you can kind of deepen just underneath the eyes a little bit as well. and just do kind of a bit more precisely. So I've just wiped off my original brush, just this kind of medium blending brush, and I'm now going to apply it just to the inner corners to just bring some light to the eyes. So we've kind of added the shade and now we're adding the light parts. Taking it just into my eyelids a little bit. I'm making such funny faces, trying to concentrate. And then, actually, no, I'm going to do my brows first and then highlight under my brows. That's the eyes almost done. If you have time, or if you want to wear a bit more makeup, pop a bit of liner on here. I am just going to quickly do my mascara and then I'll come back. My mascara is all done. I actually used a brand new one, and I don't normally buy expensive mascaras because if I want big lashes for me or for a client, I'd rather just do one coat of mascara and then use false lashes. So I don't really see much point in spending loads of time on mascara. That's just me though. But I did buy the Huda Beauty Legit lashes and I absolutely love it. My natural lashes are really quite fair. There's not many of them, they're quite short and stumpy. So again, there's only so much a mascara is gonna do. But I'm so pleased with this. I'm so happy. So I think I am now a customer for life of this. It's the best mascara I've tried in ages. So I'm going to do some nice quick and easy brows as well. I've got this tiny little sample of the Anastasia Beverly Hills, what's it called? Just the Dip Brow Gel in the shade Dark Brown. I normally wear the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Gel. But I tinted my brows the other day, so they're a bit darker than normal. And I wore just my normal brow gel yesterday and it did look a little bit light. And I kind of had a little rummage around and I found this that I think I must have got as a freebie at some point. But it's just the right colour for me at the moment. I'm just brushing that upwards. This is very pigmented, so I'm only using just a little tiny bit. If you had fuller brows, you wouldn't need to worry so much, but I don't. I'm gonna just clean up around my brows just using a little bit more of this, I'm losing my words now. I've definitely been in isolation for too long. Using a little bit more of this blank canvas paint by P. Louise and a P. Louise brush as well. It's just a flat shader brush. And I'm just gonna quickly kind of clean up under my brows. This is just me being super picky. You probably don't even need to do this part, but I like the way it looks, especially when my brows are a bit darker. I do want them to be a little bit tidier. I feel like with my natural brows, where they're so fair, I can kind of get away with quite a lot. But yeah, just cleaned up a little bit underneath. I'm gonna clean up just a little bit up here as well and just make them look a bit more groomed. I definitely want a nice peachy pink lip with this, so I'm going to use Pink Venus pencil from Charlotte Tilbury all over and then top it with some gloss. This gloss is the best one I've tried as well, so I'm really excited to use that. God, the difference drawing in my top lip makes. I've applied the liner all over the lip. This will give me a really long lasting base, but because it's not like a bright colour or like a really intense colour, I don't have to worry about topping it up throughout the day. I mean, not going anywhere, no one's going to see me. We are in lockdown, but you know, this gloss is just amazing. It's called Unripe Cherry and it's one of the Lime Crime glosses. I've just seen so many people recommending this online and I love it. It's the only gloss I've worn all year pretty much. So the rest of my face, I've done my base already pretty much. I used the Hyaluronic Hydra foundation by Terry, which I absolutely love. It feels so comfortable, so where it's really hot, I don't mind wearing it because it doesn't feel like a thick, heavy foundation. And I just set that with my normal Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder, the one I use in every video. And I put on a tiny bit of the Hourglass Vanish concealer as well. This is the shade Birch. And then the foundation I've used is in shade 100 Neutral Fair, although I would say it's a bit light for me. I then went in and just bronzed kind of all over with the Filmstar Bronze and Glow palette, but I also want to use my new airbrush bronzer. So this is in the shade 2, brand new from Charlotte Tilbury. This is massive as well, like that's it compared to my hand. and I absolutely love it. You don't need both, but the shade of this is definitely a little bit darker and a bit warmer than the Filmstar palette. So it's me just knocking over all my makeup. So I definitely want to use a little bit more of this to get like more of a bronzy skin. I did apply the Filmstar bronzer just all over pretty much, just because this foundation is just, it's kind of like maybe half a shade too light for me. But yeah, it's no big deal, can always make it work. So for highlight, I'm actually going to use something a bit different. It's the By Terry CC Serum in the shade Sunny Flash. I really have lost my words today. And I wouldn't normally recommend putting a cream product over powders like this, but this one seems to be absolutely fine, and I'm not wearing like a big heavy base with loads of powder and baking and whatever else, and I've just been loving it. Well, me and the rest of the world, it seems like this is everyone's favourite product right now. Just a really nice kind of bronzy glow. Again, I'm using a brush I haven't used in forever. This is a Real Techniques eye brush, but it's just too big for my eyes, so I do use it for highlighter and stuff like that. A little bit on the end of my nose. Tiny bit on my Cupid's bow. Yeah, I love it. It's not too dark for my skin tone. Like normally any kind of bronzy highlighter is just too much for me. I have to use it as kind of a shimmery blush type of thing. So there we go. Super, super easy, super quick makeup using barely any product on the eyes, but I feel like this is all I really want to wear where it's so hot at the moment. Like I haven't even done my hair. I've just been plaiting my hair overnight to keep it out the way because it's annoying me so much. I'm too hot. I'm not designed for hot weather. So yeah, perfect for being in lockdown and just not wanting to wear a lot of makeup in this heat. So there we go. Super easy, super quick. If any of you try it, please let me know. I'd love to see some pictures or drop me a comment. And I hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.